worked for a company called iCrossing to do free paid social for us, like 6 years
Well,
ago.
hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I am here in Atlanta, Georgia, where it seems like the world is coming to an end because literally they have a snowstorm coming tomorrow. Less than an inch. They already have school closed. They are literally losing their mind here. And this is reminiscent of actually being in the Super Bowl in Dallas, where there was actually a snowstorm that shut down everything. I am actually here kind of in the middle of a meeting, so to speak. We're actually here with Character Playbook in United Way. They have an incredible booth that's set up at Super Bowl experience, and they're actually working on a game plan for everything that's going on here. But here's a chance. Now listen to me, guys. Listen very, very carefully. United Way has Character Playbook, which is, you know how many trolls we have. And Carol, I'm talking to you, Carol. Carol, you need to learn how to relate to people, okay? But Character Playbook is actually a great tool, which is teaching kids how to relate with other. Yes, Carol. Damn it, Carol. Okay. But Carol, not okay. Don't call me Dad. And Michael's not interested. Just chill. But anyway, Character Playbook is actually a really, really good thing. And United Way is partnered up with the NFL, which they've been partners with for 30 some odd years. 45 years. Okay. Here's the person who deals with the NFL. 45 years partnership, the longest going charitable partnership, I believe, going. Is it? Okay, anyway. But anyway, they have, if you go to their site, United to Win, the number 2 win, okay? Here's an opportunity to have hotel and tickets to the game. For a $10 donation, you get how many entries into the drawing? 100 entries into it. And I'm going to tell you, last year I got to hang out with the winners. They had a great time. He actually proposed to his fiancee on the field before the game, which was incredible. What?
Keep in mind you're talking about 2 separate.
I understand that. That was a different contest. That you don't have field access to that one. This one is actually a Game Pass. But your odds are really, really good. And let me say again, really, really good. If you bought a Mega Millions or Billions or whatever the heck it was ticket, and you had like 1 in 50 million chance of winning, I'm going to tell you, your odds are really good of winning this one. So go to it because it's for a great cause, and it's an opportunity to be here at the Super Bowl. United to Win. How am I enjoying Atlanta? Oh my God. Last night I had a slice of heaven here in Atlanta. Chicken fried ribs. I mean, okay, guys, the chicken fried ribs were off the chain. I mean, literally, it was just tender. It was greasy. It was just incredible. And this place called Fox Brothers Barbecue. It was incredible. Sandman has sent me some links to some other places that I definitely want to check out. Let me give a shout out to Velour Watts, to Carol, to Jackie Smith. How you doing, Miss Jackie? Carol, of course. D Cowboys. I'm kind of set up in here, kind of in the last minute stuff. We've been actually working on getting stuff together or they are. I'm kind of a volunteer. I'm in support, doing whatever is needed to help facilitate everything. But tomorrow they're calling for rain turning to snow. It's going to start out about 45 degrees. It's going to rain, and the temperature is going to drop down into the teens. And they're concerned about snow. So they're going crazy because Atlanta is not used to it. And the last time the Super Bowl was in Atlanta, they ended up having an ice storm that was just terrible, paralyzed the city and stuff. But be that as it may, I know most of us don't really care about the Super Bowl because it's New England and it's the Rams, but I'm curious, who are you rooting for? I can't root for New England. I'm sorry. I just cannot physically do it. One, for them to actually get 6 Super Bowls, it just doesn't work for me. I'm not a big fan of the Rams, but I guess better the Rams than New England, right? Hail to the Redskins. We got Redskin fans in here tonight? Oh, geez. Damn it, Carol.
We only had. We need to reach out to
change it here. All right, let me look at some of these comments here. New England Rams.
28.
Jason Garrett, everybody hates you in Dallas. Okay, I'm rooting for the Rams. Tired of the Patriots. Can Tom Brady finally retire at some point? Because I am sick and tired of him. Why does everybody hate New England than the? But I'd rather have no one. But yeah, I'd rather have nobody. Can we get a tie? That would be great. Better both teams than the Cowboys. Oh, we got a hater in the house. How you doing, hater? What's good? Well, we got in on Friday. We had about a 650-mile drive to get down here. So far, the weather's been in the mid-50s. The people have been friendly as can be. Of course, when you go to a Super Bowl, there's tons and tons of security everywhere you go. There's police dogs, there's automatic weapons, there's cameras and everything else. Thank you for the super chat there, Stello. Appreciate that, man. You're rooting for the GOATs, okay? I see Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, I don't hate you, Jason Garrett. I'd like to go out and hang out with you, dude, have a beer or two, but I just need a Super Bowl. I'm tired of coming here and watching all these other teams win the Super Bowl. There's Sandman. Sandman sent me a list of some great places that we're going to definitely check out. I'm going to probably gain a few pounds before it's all said and done.
No, but I was what's going to happen.
So, cold enough, 72. Haters hate, lay your head down. Okay. It's not the Patriots' fault. The AFC can't get no one other than the Patriots. Jackie, you've got a good point on that one. Thanks for the images. Well, we're just beginning here because the stuff really hasn't gotten set up, going real heavy here at the Super Bowl. That really starts ramping up come Wednesday. On Wednesday, you'll start seeing like NFL Network, CBS Sports, and Fox and all that. They'll start actually having live broadcasts down in NFL Experience and things. And then you will really see a lot more people and stuff. Right now, you're seeing more people who are really the locals, so to speak. Thursday is when most people start getting into the Super Bowl. And I think I'm actually boring to death. Am I boring you?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay. All right.
I didn't answer your question.
You didn't answer my question? Okay, I appreciate that. Am I having a good time in Atlanta? Been running around like a crazy man because there's a lot of stuff to do, as far as getting places, checking this out, getting people where they need to go and stuff. But definitely having a good time. Definitely looking forward to the end of the season party. And it's kind of bittersweet because we're heading into the NFL winter. We got one game left, and that's just the Super Bowl. We had that shit sandwich of a game yesterday, the Pro Bowl, which was pretty ugly to say the least.
I have to show you how many.
Just want to check the volume here on here. Forgive me for 1 second. So, want to make sure that we are okay on our broadcast. See if I can listen to it live and make sure.
Oh my God.
Make sure we can hear good on it.
It's bad.
What was that?
Okay, so actually it sounds pretty good. So cool. All right, so I was just double checking because getting the stuff packed up and brought on the road, sometimes it doesn't quite work because I'm technology challenged. So with our Cowboys, I'm wondering have I heard from the Falcon Patrol? No, Sandman, and I'm hoping I don't hear from him. Although I did get an email that said, don't be surprised if you get tapped on the shoulder. And it's like, I told him, I said, dude, don't tap me on the shoulder because I might be coming around swinging. Tell Mom I said hi. Carol, damn it, Carol, stop.
These are the exact questions that she's going to be answering.
The NFC decided to have fun, so please, Cowboys Nation, stop having a stroke. Relax. Okay. Okay. Carol was timed out by Jack. Way to go, Miss Jackie. We don't want to hear about Victor Watts. Well, Valur Watts, then don't tune into our channel because this is a Dallas Cowboy channel, in case you hadn't noticed. But here's the thing. Here's the good news. We got 5 weeks until the NFL league year starts. 5 weeks. 5 weeks to hopefully get a long-term deal done with DeMarcus Lawrence or tag him. 5 weeks to figure out who we want to have come back on this team. And be that Cole Beasley, do we want to look for somebody who's maybe a little bigger, who's going to have a bigger role, as well as Sean Lee, Tyrone Crawford. When you start looking at, damn it, Mark, read my last question. What was your last question? Hold on, let me back it up. Back it up. Do you, okay. We were just talking about Cole Beasley. Great question. I hate to say this, but with Cole Beasley kind of talking about the front office, I don't think he's going to be coming back. Cowboys have a way of, when players speak up, they have a tendency to say bye-bye because they don't like their laundry put out in the street, so to speak. So I understand his frustration because he views it as, I didn't get that many opportunities, and he really didn't get used that much in that offense. I think now that Scott Linehan has been let go, that he wants to come back and see what's going on, to see if he's going to be used more, because I think everybody is actually excited about the idea of Scott Linehan being gone. I do not think that he was well liked by anybody here in Dallas. And I think it was well past time to move on. Now, the bigger question is, will they go ahead and go with Kellen Moore? Or is it possible that the Cowboys are looking at somebody who is still coaching right now? They've been taking their sweet time with the extension talk about Jason Garrett. They've been taking their time on. They've been throwing out the rumors that Kellen Moore is going to be there, but we haven't heard anything definitive. And if they are sure that Kellen Moore is the guy, why have they went ahead and announced it if the speculation's out there? That's my question. So, nothing ever surprises me about the Dallas Cowboys. Nothing. Miss Jackie in here running things. If you aren't a Cowboy fan, listen and tread lightly. Ouch. Oh, man, Cowboys. I actually didn't watch the game yesterday. We were running around because we ended up having to pick up people at the airport and down at NFL Experience. But it sounds like it was a good thing that I did not watch the Pro Bowl because it sounded completely hideous. The fact that you had Zeke Elliott and Barkley on defense is like, are you kidding me?
And this is super hard for me because.
And I'll be honest, once they brought it back from Hawaii, I think that a lot of the players that would have liked to have gone and played just don't go anymore. And it's just, who really wants to go to Orlando in the wintertime? You don't. Will Dallas take a run at Earl Thomas? I think that they will. And the reason I say that is they're going to be looking to try and upgrade in a couple places. The bigger question is with Earl Thomas coming off of an injury, with him being injured 2 years in a row, what will the price be? Because that's going to be the bottom line. They're going to look at it and say, okay, he has skills. That's not an issue.
But I feel very used.
The question will be is how much will it cost? And as I was pointing out before,
Obviously, I can put my feelings aside.
sorry, I don't know why the camera got fuzzy there on me. Let me switch up on cameras here.
No one can hear us, right? Our conversation.
You can hear us.
We can faintly hear you, so I wouldn't put any trade secrets out there. I mean, we're not talking like femininely issues or anything like that, right? Okay, or such. Okay. I'm actually, like I said, we're staying in an Airbnb and stuff, so we have one main living room that's in here, so they're actually all working and stuff, and it may end up being a shorter live stream tonight than usual. But we'll probably do some other ones other nights during the week here from downtown and stuff, but we've been doing so much work and trying to get ready for it. Well, Miss Jackie, you don't have to worry about waiting for very long because it's literally 5 weeks away from the start. The 5th of March is actually the first day of the league year. And by the 11th, if it's when free agency starts and teams are actually unable to start talking to players. So you have to be underneath the cap by the 5th of March. Now, the good thing is we got currently $54 million under the cap. You're going to start seeing teams probably about the end of February starting to release guys and getting their stuff down.
Yeah.
Well, hold on one second. Let me pull up something here because here's the thing that's funny to me, and I talked about this earlier today. Is people keep saying, "Oh man, we're going to be in cap hell." Understand, last year was the first year we went into this time of the season and actually had extra money. We started out the season last year with $19 million. With that $19 million, we ended up putting a franchise tag on DeMarcus Lawrence. We ended up giving extension to Zach Martin. We ended up doing a tender to David Irving. We ended up signing guys like Cam Fleming, Alan Hearns, Trayvon Austin. You know, we brought people in, and we finished up the season with still $15 million in cap space. We currently, at this moment, as we stand right here, let me pull it on up. We have $54,686,337. Our top 51, which is the number that by the 5th of March, you have to be under 187 million, I believe it is. Or is it 197? I've got the number wrong. But our top 51 are getting paid 145 million. And as that stands, that's with, I'll give you the top ones. Tyron Smith being a $15 million cap hit. Zach Martin being a 14. Amari Cooper currently is a 13.9. Now here's what's interesting, because a lot of you are thinking, oh my God, we got to pay Amari Cooper, man. He's going to want 16, 17 million a year. And that is true. But here's the thing. Right at this moment, as we speak now, he's almost a $14 million cap hit. But what the Cowboys will do is they'll give him about a 4-year, 5-year deal. Okay? He's young. He's worth it. He's definitely a player that you can say we can invest in him. I mean, he's only 24 years old. When they do that, they'll end up giving him a signing bonus as well as guaranteed money. And what you do is you take that guaranteed money and you divide it by the length of the contract. And then you set up a yearly salary. Okay? Are you following me on this? So what you do is, let's say you give him a $70 million contract, hypothetically. You guarantee and signing bonus $40 million. You divide that by 5. So 5 into 40, what is 5 into 40? 8. So $8 million is what you're going to be a hit for each of those years of that contract, right? So then you turn around and say, okay, your first year we're going to pay you $2 million. So that means your cap hit that first year is only $10 million, where you're actually saving $4 million on your cap right now. Now, does that make sense, or does that not make sense? But that's basically going to accelerate as you go down the line. Now, keep in mind, every year for the last 5 or 6 years, the cap has gone up at least $10 million. So you're looking at money today, but you know next year you're going to have at least 10, and the next year you're going to have another 20. So you're going to have room. Then you look at some guys like, you say, Tyrone Crawford. Tyrone Crawford is next year cap number of $10.1 million. Maybe you go to Tyrone and say, hey, look, we want you back, but we need to redo your contract. We need to go ahead and get a little bit of family discount. You've been paid well all these years. If you're going to come back, we need to save some money because we need to be able to do other things. And if you can't, then you end up cutting it. So you turn around and you end up saving $6 million in the cap. You look at somebody like Sean Lee, who next year is a $10 million cap hit. Sean Lee, do you bring him back or do you not bring him back? If you end up cutting him, you end up with $3 million dead money and you got another $7 million. So there's money to be had there that you're going to gain that you don't have right now. The other things you have is, after Zach Martin getting his contract, you have triggers in there where you can literally pull $8 million a couple of times out of that contract with basically the signing of a pen. So when we look at this and say we've got so many guys we have to pay, it's not really as bad as you may think it is. The Cowboys can turn around, they can sign all of their guys, and they can still have money left over to go make a move for a free agent or two if they deem that. But Stephen Jones is kind of like
even though it's like my job, I think it's like extremely destructive.
Does not like spending a lot of money on big name free agents.
And even
It's just gotten away from him, and quite frankly, the problem with signing big name free agents is you usually have a 2-year window because it costs you too much money. By after the end of the second year, you're going to end up cutting them. You just can't afford them. And if you can't win with that in those 2 years, then it hurts. If you take, say, Brandon Carr, 5-year deal, $54 million, he got all of that money. But Brandon Carr never became the shutdown or impact player that you were hoping he was going to be. Greg Hardy, you thought he was going to be kind of like DeMarcus Lawrence is right now. But he, fortunately, it was a 1-year deal that was incentive laden, but he still cost you $8 million and got 5.5 sacks. So they've gotten away from trying to sign big name free agents. They would prefer to try and keep building to the draft, keep finding guys, that other guys don't want, and keep doing that way. And the good thing about them doing that basically has been we've gotten out of cap hell. Mark, you're so fine, Daddy. Okay, I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So much for that comment. We're gonna roll that. Hooper caught it. Cooper didn't. Yeah, that wasn't Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper actually bounced the ball off of his face mask.
One guy in UK that has any research behind this. It's super.
Shout outs from Vegas. All right, man. Hey, I tell you what. Put $50 on the Dallas Cowboys to win the Super Bowl for next year for me.
A week after it came out, if I could get this book, it's $150.
No, I am not single. My wonderful wife is sitting right next to me. Thank you very much.
It's a book.
Somebody asked if I was single, and I said no. I said my lovely
and
wife.
It's my anniversary.
And it's my 16th anniversary on top of it. Okay. So,
and he's talking to you, B.
Okay. Okay. And as North Carolina's biggest, but I've got her right here with me, right here.
Yes.
Okay. So North Carolina's biggest fan said his wife is sitting right next to him. Laugh out loud.
Sorry, getting all the.
Definitely have to replace it. Well, here's the thing. Jeff Heath is good in spots. I'm just not sure that Jeff Heath is an every down guy. I've always said that, but he has done some really good things. And you can't look at our defensive secondary and say that they've done a poor job, especially as young as they are.
Do we need logos? All that shit.
Sheila says, "Happy anniversary, Tracy."
Okay. I'm going to send it to you too.
No.
It's a living.
You know what, Raymond?
Literally.
That's a switch. That is definitely a switch that we actually have thirsty women in here because usually it's guys that are thirsty that are always.
They saw these two.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Is my son single? Okay. Damn it.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
The thirsty women are up in here.
That's fine. Yeah.
Does he look like me? Yes, he's like mini me, okay? I don't know how this turned into a dating site. I'm
sending it to your Gmail. You don't have a Gmail.
Derek Young says I have a beautiful wife. I would show her, but she does not like to be on camera, so.
You've been able to open these, right?
And we actually have, you'll remember our friend Michelle, who is from Australia. If you actually take a look down here.
From Australia. She's
Well,
American.
okay. She's American and she lives in Australia. Now check this out here, guys. We're gonna have to do a taste test on this.
Do you know how many people I disappoint?
We have kangaroo jerky. We have Imanu jerky,
Your accent is changing.
and we actually have crocodile jerky. Okay, so I'm hoping it's better than the Vegemite was because the Vegemite was pretty damn disgusting. And I'm hoping that didn't break any international laws bringing it to the United States or anything, because I'm not trying to go to jail for eating illegal meats or anything.
They're just keeping people out, not me.
Oh, okay. They're just keeping people out. Okay. But other than that, everything else is good. So we'll do a taste test on that stuff. Now, I got to tell you, if you guys are down here in Atlanta, I know a lot of people are mad because the Cowboys aren't in the Super Bowl, but understand that this whole thing is a celebration of the NFL season. So you've got all of the teams that are representative here. There are players that are going to be all over the place. There's parties and everything else. So if you have the opportunity, get down here to Atlanta, check out stuff, check out Character Playbook, the booth. They're gonna. What players are we having? Yeah, do we have a list? Can we share the list?
Oh, it's not.
I mean, it's not Cowboys.
Well, there's that. We won.
What's his name?
Michael Gallup.
You already
There
told
I
me
am.
that.
Oh, Michael Gallup might
Former
be here.
Cowboy.
There
Brandon Cox.
Well, Brandon Carr, yes. Brandon Carr, who has been in my car. I did actually pick him up from the airport one time. He's going to be there.
Michael Harris.
Michael Harris, who played the Cowboys for 3 games, former offensive lineman. Victor, how you doing, man? I heard you got banned on another channel, man. What's up with that? I have no idea why that is, man.
What do we call
I
it?
think you come on a little too
That's
strong,
the
dude.
for the guys.
Right.
You'll send me an email? Okay.
Oh, the project name.
He's just trash and he can't tackle to save my life. Sorry.
So
Well, he does
the
have a problem with
first
angles,
one
but he played better last year than he did
We're
before.
on a conversation.
Go Rams, hate New England.
I
Okay.
made them all one brief with those 3 things.
This will be the first Super Bowl with an
In the project
asterisk.
Summary, and
Okay.
deliverables. I would
So
do.
you're only filling out one of those?
I would do 1 or none. I would do 1 for the 3 deliverables.
Yeah, but see, Victor, I understand. I got to tell you, Victor.
This one sheet is
Can I
for
ask?
all the
I'm going to actually ask the studio audience here.
I feel like it needs to be. Like,
Ladies, sorry, can I ask a quick question here? We have Victor here who is a thirsty guy, and I'm going to ask some ladies that are over here. When a guy comes over and just tells you, like, you're so hot, you're so beautiful, you this, that, and the other, and I want to do this, that, and the other, does that usually work?
No.
Or is that basically like he's a
Maybe
creeper?
in Spain, but
Not in
where
America.
yeah,
Okay,
no.
so in other words, when you come on real strong like
Come
that,
off desperate,
you seem like a creeper.
or just like you have no game.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's your
Okay,
name, Travis?
let me clear. Okay, understand, Victor. For whatever reason, whenever I say hello to a woman, everybody automatically thinks that there's something going on. There's nothing going on with me and anybody out there, okay? Other than my wife. I am like Roger Staubach.
Football show,
Okay,
people.
I'm like Roger Staubach, who famously was interviewed and said, I like sex as much as Joe Namath. Just, I like it with just one girl, okay? So, yeah, actually go back and see that clip. So, anyway. If you guys could see the look that my wife is giving me right now. She's like, I can't believe I married this man.
How you got here?
How I got here.
This conversation.
Because Victor he's lonely. And I'm trying to teach him
Victor,
that being
don't try starting on YouTube either. That's
Tell us
swear
about
word.
Victor.
Victor is he's
Go home, Victor. You
he says he's hydrated, but he's really thirsty. He's saying he's hydrated. But Victor is just
High
like
or
when he
hydrated?
sees a woman, he just kind of goes creepery, as you put it.
How do you know?
What kind of show is
I've
this?
seen him on show. Okay, anytime a woman comes on here, you get a profile picture of a woman on here and stuff, and he's just like just like we got Carol over here who's drooling over Michael. Okay, she's literally
Carol.
Damn it, Carol.
Keep it in
Carol's
your
been
pants.
blocked.
Damn it, Carol.
No, that's another story.
Oh.
But we've actually transferred it to her because
Got it.
she's been blocked. Okay, on Michael's channels. Yes, we're all naturally dogs, Stella. I don't know how we lost all of this in here, but what I'm just saying is, Victor, women don't like a guy to come on too aggressive and basically say he wants to do this, that, and the other. They like you. Take your time. Be nice. Be, a gentleman. Okay? Don't be a dog.
Who's going to him for dating advice?
Yeah, and Sandman is 100% on point. Mark doesn't mess around. His wife will put a foot in his ass, and you got that crap right. Okay. All right.
Let's just stick to
What kind of shows has
We
become?
have three
Damn
ladies.
it, Carol. I don't know what
So
kind
I
it
was
is.
thinking 1 brief three.
Don't,
you put
Mark, don't
all
hate the
three-
player,
all
hate the
three in one
game.
break. Because they're gonna
Victor,
have like
you
the
do
same-
you, buddy. You do you. I'm just trying to help you out, man.
SBLI,
Trying to.
I-
If you're gonna have a chance with her or anybody, I'm just trying to give you the best advice that I can give you that I've had over my 53 years of life.
Oh,
Okay, I spot.
Mark keeps going and going and going and going and going and going. And going.
ask that spin.
Um,
I think you can.
Yes,
send
Jerry, you are
fill it in
100% right on that.
based
She's got a
point of
lot of
contact,
thirsty brothers
basically.
after her. Is Beasley gone? I think.
Assets.
Mark Sampson, how you doing, man?
How are we delivering
Um,
logos and shit?
I think that he is going to be gone elsewhere. I think he's looking for about $7 million a year, and he's looking for. I think he almost needs a fresh start.
Put your email.
He's looking to get the ball a lot more and be a focal point. Now, here's where I look at the
Like,
Cowboys
what do they
right now.
need to create content? Do you have like a brand?
The Cowboys right now are going to be giving a whole lot of money to Amari Cooper. They gave up a number one, so you know he's going to be a
Or
focal
just say,
point
please
of the
refer to
offense.
brand guidelines.
He's going to end up, I think, playing in the slot, and I think Michael Gallup, who we may have over at our United Weight booth, and I might even ask him if I can.
No.
No?
slash logos.
Okay. I think Michael Gallup is going to become a deep threat for the Dallas Cowboys. He's got that size, he's got the ability and everything else, and I think he's going to become a big part of it. And I would love to see the Dallas Cowboys get a
How
tight
do you share
end,
documents?
a really good game-changing tight end, because tight ends are now becoming as important, if not more important, than wide receivers. And when you look at Dak,
Well,
one of the problems Dak had this year was holding onto the ball. You could see he was looking for that outlet, that security blanket. That's something that Tony Romo had his whole career in Jason Witten, who never missed games and very rarely dropped
This is
balls.
probably for
So
Megan, 'cause you said
you
one.
have a guy that you can go to on a regular like that, and we just don't have that. If we can develop that, then that's going to make a big difference.
just need to settle it a little bit.
Victor, how did I ruin your life,
But
buddy?
in the meantime, just taste it because it's delicious.
How many catches did he need? He really,
They're Target.
What?
They're from Target.
he didn't get that many catches. I mean, I think the best game he had was maybe 5 catches, but you could see that he was not really a focal point. And I believe that he got into Scott Linehan's doghouse. Scott Linehan always had these guys that were always his guys that he was taking care of and stuff. And if you were a little bit different than the norm, he was getting rid of you.
Oh, yeah. I
Terrence
appreciate
Williams,
that.
hadn't heard of him. He needs to be
I
cut.
haven't had the peach yet. Have you
Oh,
had that one?
T. Will.
No.
T. Will, never heard of him.
Okay.
Terrence Williams. He's a guy that the Cowboys actually really, really like. Don't ask me why, but they kind of held on to him when they really didn't have to. But cutting him wasn't going to save him any money. And actually, let me look at something real quick here on the cap. Terrence Williams for next year is only a $4.7 million cap hit. And if you cut him, you're only going to save $2.5 million. So it's conceivable that Terrence Williams comes back next year. I wouldn't be surprised, because when you look at him versus Cole Beasley, Cole Beasley's going to be looking at trying to get about $7 million, and the end, you got to look at dollars and cents. And a few million here and a few million there can make all the difference in the world.
All right. What's the project on?
You think Scott Linehan was a racist? Well, I know he definitely didn't like anybody who did rap music. I can say that for sure, because Rico, he was out. Cole Beasley, he was on the out.
That makes him a racist?
No, I'm just saying, every time that somebody on the team ended up coming out with rap music, they were always in Scott Linehan's dog.
Do you want to take
There
a
was
stab at this?
3 guys who did.
Okay, I'm not-
So I'm not saying that he was, but anytime like T.O. or Bryce Butler or Des Bryant, who seemed to be a little bit more on the edgy side, they were always on the doghouse, and they definitely wanted to get rid of Des Bryant without having anybody to replace him. That was Scott Linehan all the way. Hector Vegas, appreciate the super chat. Jobu's rum of choice, basically any rum. No, actually, Jobu's rum of choice would be Zaya rum. It's actually really, really good. It's Guatemalan rum. It's really, really smooth. It's like a sipping rum. But if for a lesser price one, Bacardi Black Label Oak Barrel is really good too.
I like
Bacardi? Stay away, man. Stella, stay away from Captain Morgan, man. That's garbage. What?
Rum and diets.
Yeah.
Rum and diet cokes. It's my drink.
Really?
Rum and Coke?
Why? What do you like? What?
I don't like
Linehan was very spiteful. I have to agree with you on that one.
White rum?
Like Bacardi.
Clear rum?
Bacardi's clear rum.
Okay.
Bacardi has dark and.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Clear rum is basically the first cut. Yes, it is. It's made from sugar cane.
But most alcohol is.
potatoes.
Okay, they're having a discussion on rum over here. It's like, I feel like I need to interject as the rum expert in the house. Open.
I don't drink that much. So, my knowledge is
How much are they willing to pay for D-Law? I think D-Law is
I
going to
just
end up getting
don't
19 to
drink
20 million dollars a year. Sorry, that's the going rate. And I know a lot of people say that's too much, but hey. Victor, oh God, Victor, you are so thirsty.
Vodka water lime is my.
Yeah.
Victor
We'll
wants to
get
know
one
if
of
you're
those.
single. Yes, no, she's married. Okay, she's locked down.
Who?
Victor, the thirsty brother, who says he's hydrated. He wants to know if you're married.
Who, Michelle?
Mm-hmm.
What did I do?
You're a woman. Okay.
Oh my God.
You are a woman. That's the bottom line. Okay. I don't think Victor gets out of the basement much.
Victor.
Oh.
He's like, she said my name.
That's right. The Kraken is the best. Give D-Law what he wants. Well, here's the thing. They'll sign him to that deal in the first year. Well, it'll be team friendly the first year. My thoughts on Dallas Cowboys' future. Well, here's what I look at. You
Really?
have a team that's young,
Oh my God.
and they're definitely hungry.
Well, he did say he
You're
did.
basically the third oldest team in the NFL. We ended the season pretty much healthy. I mean, I know we have Alan Hearns, who basically had his leg chopped off, but he should be back by
I think it's
August.
a good show.
You look at Dak Prescott, you look at Zeke Elliott, you look at Amari Cooper. They don't need to have any off-season surgeries. So the fact that you're going to be able to get these guys out working out together, to me, bodes well. And as I look at our division, everybody's got problems. The Giants, they're still relying on Eli Manning. There's not really a good quarterback over there to draft. And when you look at the Redskins, Alex Smith, they already know is not going to play next year pretty much. So they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a high enough draft pick to go after a quarterback. And they don't even have a decent backup
Just
quarterback.
have like 100.
And of course, they still have John Gruden.
Get started.
So you
Excuse me, Jay Gruden. So you look at both of those and say, those guys.
Before Wednesday.
Then you look at the Eagles. The Eagles are definitely a good team, but they are in cap hell, and they have a lot of guys that have to pay. So they're going to have to do some gutting of their team to get back down to even, and they're not going to be able to sign everybody.
They're gonna get it.
Yeah, but like, it's not 100 actually. It's like.
Gene, that's where you're wrong. They're going to be able to pay those guys. I'm telling you. Trust me.
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 live. And then the bio says it as well. Our bio.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I believe you.
It's gonna be good. I'm really excited.
Vanillion rum. Okay, you love that. Man, it's some good stuff. Venezuelan. Okay. New York, we got Joe Flacco. Yeah, but Joe Flacco isn't that much of an upgrade over Eli Manning. I got to be honest with you. Beasley's going to end up with another NFC East team. Okay. I wouldn't tag him. I would go ahead and get a long-term deal because here's the thing. The Redskins screwed the pooch when they ended up tagging Kirk Cousins 2 years in a row. Basically, that's kind of, it's almost a way of insulting the player because basically we're saying that we think you're only a one-hit wonder. We don't believe in you for the future. And basically, you get a guy with a chip on his shoulder that's basically going to say, read between the lines when that year's up. And the reality is it's also going to cost you over $27 million for that year, which is going to eat up some of that other money. So you're better off getting him a deal that can be team friendly.
Yeah. Tracy has
Is it what?
An email about the dinner.
There's an invitation. Oh, yes,
Um,
there actually is.
Jason, I'm going to say what I always say. Everybody's going to say I'm a homer. The reality is nobody has repeated in the NFC East. It's not like the AFC where, New England wins every year. The NFC East, nobody has repeated as division winners since the 2003-2004 season when the Eagles did. It's hard to repeat in the NFC East. Everybody's got it for you. You're playing longer into the season and stuff. But when you look at it, I think we've got a good chance to do it. I believe it's going to be a two-horse race, Eagles and Cowboys. I don't think the Giants are going to be able to take that big a step up. I don't think the Redskins are going to be able to do it either.
The email telling local United and NFL markets about the expansion.
Dak will be a quarterback next. Oh, of course, he better be a better quarterback next year. Austin can be a free agent, but I think they're going to bring him back. And I think if he can stay healthy with the jet sweeps and things, I think you're going to end up using him a lot more next year.
It's really getting annoying being me.
All we need to know, Tracy, how are they getting there?
You're hoping to meet Kellen Moore this offseason? Okay, that'd be nice.
That's what we need to remind her. Think of logistics.
Okay, so trades and all. Who do you want as quarterback then?
Right here.
33 wins in 3 seasons. That's averaging 11 wins a season. So, who would you like to bring in? As you look around, like teams like the Redskins, who paid $71 million guaranteed for Alex Smith, who even before he got hurt was not playing even as good as Dak Prescott was. You got Nick Foles out there who's going to make $20 million easily next year. You want to bring him in? There's Teddy Bridgewater, who hasn't played meaningful moments in 3 years.
Look at that.
So, who, if you're going to say get rid of Dak Prescott, are you going to have as your quarterback then?
Wait, what?
And don't say Cooper
Carrie's
Rush.
message. I
Don't do
took
it.
the same part she said. Put it up here. Never said it. Now she's gone.
Dak will be playing like a grown-ass man next season. You're right about that. No, Dak's not going anywhere. And FYI, Dak is a candidate for NFL Man of the Year. Victor, you got timed out over here. Damn, Victor, nobody likes you, do they, Victor? What's up with that?
Carrie.
Wait a minute. Raymond has a good question about the United Way thing. Wait, where's Raymond's question? I'm sorry, Raymond.
Out in my exit interview.
Oh, Raymond. Okay, here's the thing. And let me go ahead and ask the exact person. Okay, the NFL Super Bowl package, United to Win, right now, includes hotel stay. How many nights?
2. Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday night and Sunday night. Game tickets.
That's it.
And game tickets. Unfortunately, you do have to get here, but it is 2 nights here, and I'm going to tell you, hotel prices are through the roof. I mean, even if you stay 50 miles from here, they're still through the roof. You're talking about places that are normally like $50 a night,
They're club level seats.
and they're club level seats. Damn, club level.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So definitely go to United to Win, and $10 donation. You're in it, and I'm telling you, your odds are really, really good. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't. Victor might. I wouldn't.
Aww. Hillary said, "What a beautiful email."
Who do I think is going to win the Super Bowl?
All I had to do was
I think it's going to be the Rams. Victor, you will enter the. Go ahead, Victor. Please enter the contest and prove me wrong, man. Go right ahead. I might end up meeting you then. Sandman says United Way is a great non-profit.
Say what?
Shout out to Sandman, who also gave some great restaurants to see. Said United Way is a great non-profit.
Thank you, Sandman.
You think I may work for the NFL one day?
No.
I'm not sure I want to work for the NFL. I'd like to work covering the NFL. How about that? I don't know. I just, what? New England makes a lot of Super Bowls, but they don't always win them, And I just feel like maybe that's part of the NFL conspiracy, to have them there, to be hated and so on. I just think that it's going to be the Rams' time. Because, You look at the storyline of Scott McVay, the young new coach and everything else, the upstart who took over for Jeff Fisher and turned that team around, and it was like a rags to riches story. And for them to go with LA, which also too, think about the LA market. They've got that new stadium that's going to be opening up and everything else to try and really blow up that fan base. Because let's face it, you've got the Chargers that are there that can't really fill up a 35,000 seat stadium. You got the Rams opening up that new stadium. What way to open up that stadium than to have Super Bowl champions in Southern California? I'm just saying that if it were a conspiracy theory, that's what I'd bet on. Patriot fans, well, they just feel entitled that they got to win the Super Bowl every year, and no matter what happens, they're never going to be happy because they cuss you out when they're winning, they cuss you out when they're losing. They just cuss you out. Well, Victor, you want to be a carpenter, have a wife and kids? That sounds like a great plan. I hope you get that too, man. Just remember, don't come on too strong, man. And trying to find a woman on YouTube, I'm not sure that's the greatest place to try and pick up women.
Simple man, he found his wife on Match.com.
Yeah, I did, but we knew each other from college, and in fact, it was you who recognized me.
It's only because you were wide open.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Damn it, Tracy. All right, moving right along. You don't think we should invest in finding a backup for Dak, but Zeke. Yeah, you know what, Jackie? You are 100% right. That let's not. You know, as the saying goes, those who live in glass houses shouldn't cast the first stone, because yes, the Redskins did have Sean McVay in their house, but you know we had Sean Payton in ours. Just saying. Stephanie says hi, Tracy.
Hi.
But Sean Lee had more injuries than he had, and that's the thing that is sad, because football, you have certain guys that just never get injured, and other guys that always seem like they stay injured. And I'm wondering if Carson Wentz is going to be that kind of guy, because you think about him, his rookie year being injured in training camp with the shoulder, and then of course the knee, and now the back. He might be one of those guys that is chronically injured. That was so long ago. True, Jackie, but could you imagine if we had Sean Payton instead of Jason Garrett all these years?
Oh. She worked with Chris.
It hurts just to even think about that.
Maybe.
In fact, she took over Chris's responsibility. Maybe that she.
I don't remember.
Sure, he's
Did
the
Chris
guy.
like her?
I mean, she didn't have anything to do with
Women love you for your personality, not looks. This is true. Why don't I show my lovely wife on camera? She can't shot. No, well, she doesn't like me on camera, and two, I'm not showing her off to all you thirsty brothers out there, because I know how you are, Victor. Am I the only host of the Joe Boo Sport? Well, there's me, and of course there's Joe Boo. He, from time to time, will host the show. So, Trojan Hell, you're just a troll, huh? Don't know how we could have worked out, Mark. I wish we could have found out. Mark, I do have two Super Bowl champ Rams here too. Okay, Brian. What's up, Brian? Thanks for the super chat.
He's got it out of office from someone. Effective.
Colder than
close of
woolly bear
business
stuck on the icicle. Okay.
I
Looks
know
don't hurt though.
this.
You're right about that one too. And having money doesn't hurt
Who leaves a
either.
message up that long?
I don't know.
Yvonne,
He must have been
I got to be honest that I hate seeing Sean Lee live it through a season like he's been doing this past year. Seeing him get out there, and I know they wanted to play him and be the hero, you know, to try and hopefully get them a playoff win and things like that. But Sean Lee just was not ready. His body just is beginning to fail him to the point where he's a shell of himself. You know, his mind is there, and I would love to see him into coaching. But from what I'm hearing, him and his wife have a home in California, and they actually want to move out that way. So I don't know if he will, if he does retire, come back and coach the Cowboys. Victor, you're on tender. I'm glad you let everybody know. Look, I'm asking for my help. I tried to give you all the help I could, Victor, but again, this is a football site, not a dating one. Do Zeke like DeMarco? Let's hope they don't do Zeke like DeMarco Murray. Jobu was killing it today. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that, man. It was cool actually being down there before the NFL, before it opened up, because it was kind of like we had the whole place to ourselves. So we were kind of just running around and having a good time and bringing you guys some of the sights and things. And fortunately, we didn't get arrested. Jobu was a star through the drills. Do I think we'll get any good free agents? Unfortunately, Stephen Jones has this thing that he does not want to pay big name free agents. They're going to bargain basis shop, as always. Well, here's the thing, though, about DeMarco Murray, though. If we hadn't let DeMarco Murray go, we wouldn't have Dak or Zeke, because more than likely we would have done better than the 4 victories we had the year before. And the compensatory pick that we got for DeMarco Murray actually is what we used to get Dak Prescott. So you have to actually be thankful for DeMarco leaving for Dak and Zeke coming in. And maybe we'll get lucky enough that down the road we'll look at that move in the same light as the Herschel Walker trade was that brought us basically the Super Bowls in the 90s.
And that would be like a book that you'd probably get in college.
How was it sitting on the set of Total Access? It was cool. I mean, I've actually been to NFL Network Studios years ago out in California. It's really cool. It's actually even cooler seeing all of the equipment and all the people that actually go through. You know, you only see the guys behind the chairs, behind the desk. But when you see how many people, how much equipment, how many cameras are actually there to put on that one show, it is freaking amazing. There's literally about 50 people when the set is going live just in there, and that's not even counting the trailers where all the feeds and stuff go into it. Even when you look at, say, a 30-second commercial spot, it's literally days worth of shooting and editing and everything else just to do those things. It's amazing how much work goes into it. Great words to live like, to give Victor their cold milk.
And like $25 is like nothing to our company, but like I'm like just graduated college, like $25 is.
Kristen, New York City. I take it. Are you a Giant fan? What team do you support?
That's a lot of money to me, but like that's.
Great job, man. I tell you what, getting to 2,000 is not easy. Once you get in over that first 1,000, it gets a little bit easier to keep them going. But if you've gotten there, man, shout out to you.
So,
yeah, social media is definitely the best. The fact that I can be sitting here putting on a show for you guys still amazes the hell out of me.
But your people are.
Well, John, here's the thing, and we're getting close to the end of the show. It's amazing how fast an hour goes. The
And we talked about it, and she said.
Clear up. Okay. Sorry, that camera keeps losing focus. I don't know why.
So.
The thing you have to look at for the Dallas Cowboys, and one of the reasons why I'm hopeful for it, is because when you look at, say, the Cowboys from 2010 and before, the way we moved up and down the draft, the way we signed free agents left and right, not taking care of the cap, overpaying other players. Brian, appreciate that, man. If we start at 3-5, a new play calling, what's next? Jason Garrett gets fired, and Chris Richard becomes head coach.
The problem is when and the only reason I say that is
Will McClay stabilized this organization as far as bringing in personnel and drafting players. Stephen Jones has slowly been taking more and more power from Jerry Jones, and you don't see the wild moves like the Johnny Manziel rumor that Jerry Jones wanted to get. What you've seen is you've seen the team get under the cap, balance the books, and learn to get in talent where other people aren't. Getting a Jalen Smith where nobody thought he was going to be able to play. Even now, when you look at Randy Gregory, it took a long time for him to finally get here, but you got first-round talent in the second round. Granted, you didn't have him for really 3 years, but you look at that. When you look at finding guys like an Antoine Woods and stuff, who nobody thought, or even David Irving for the time that he's actually been able to play, the team is getting the personnel
like a mentor and like
in position. The problem is getting somebody to do stuff with it. And I believe that Jason Garrett is actually on the short list. I think he's actually on the hot seat right now. And they're looking and saying, okay, what do we need to do to finally get over the hump?
Jesse Andrews was my first, but she's like my friend. She's
So,
already like my mentor.
so Chris, New York City, you're a Giants fan, but you're not happy with what the Giants are doing. I can understand that one completely. Yeah, Chucky, who wanted Paxton Lynch? Yeah, the Cowboys thought about trading them for that one. Glad that one didn't happen.
Talk about everything here, and I talked to her about like everything that's happened. And
After the workout, shout out on that one, Yvonne. Yeah, I guarantee you I will sleep tonight because my body's actually sore from running around and doing that stuff. Oh, Miss Jackie, words to live by. Everyone have a great week. Quit taking life so serious to stop enjoying and quit being so uptight. Amen. And Victor, I hope you do find that woman who loves you for you, that every morning you wake up next to and say, I am blessed to have that woman, and that she does not keep a foot in your ass too much. I hope you find, I hope all of you guys find that.
At the end of the day, it's a job. You know, and I think a lot of people like get too wrapped up in that. So,
Miss Jackie, thank you for managing all these people and everything else in here. I couldn't do this without you. You're one of the great supporters of the channel, and I really appreciate you. Garrett Moore's offense looked great in the Pro Bowl. Is that sarcasm?
I want to feel valued. I want to, I don't know, I want to learn as much as I can.
This is actually coffee. Coffee with keto cream in it and a little bit of whipped cream on it.
It is the exact.
It's been a long day, and I'm actually tired from running around and everything else. So, and I'm gonna probably fall out here in about 3 minutes once we finish doing the live stream and things. But I want to thank everybody for being here. I'll be downtown doing some stuff and all that, and hopefully get you guys some great coverage. Hopefully we'll end up having some of our NFL players. We're hoping that Michael Gallup is supposed to come by. There's an invitation to Dak Prescott. Yeah, Dak is supposed to be, possibly, could be coming by. And if he's there, say a prayer for me, guys. Garrett to do a comical for the call. Okay. Oh, Yvonne, I can't wait for the draft too, man. That's going to be another fun trip. Pancakes or waffle? Derek, unfortunately, neither with this keto diet. Can't have the sugar or the carbs. All
But
right.
I'd say pancakes.
Pancakes? Well, you know, down here, waffles and chicken is a thing.
I'm coming
So-
north.
If he was all like,
I appreciate it, Miss Jackie.
it's just a mess.
Um,
for me. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, if
Oh,
he was
William,
like-
you know, I want a 350-pound
She said, I'm
fire
not the
hydrant on the defensive line, an immovable force, so that way we can be better against run defense. But anyway, though, guys, I am actually dead tired, and I've got to do some more work. I actually have I've got to go through about another hour's worth of videotapes of classic United Way NFL spokesmen's videos and cut them down for Instagram and things. But
Follow
guys,
our Instagram.
yeah, follow United Way's Instagram.
NFL United
Okay.
Way.
NFL United Way, because Michelle is doing great work and stuff for that. Make sure you guys, I'm telling you,
You'll see
listen to
50
me.
years
Yeah.
of football
Hold on.
history.
Let me get up here in your face. Listen to me. Go to United to win, the number 2 win. I'm telling you, you will never, ever in your life have a better opportunity to win tickets to the Super Bowl. We're talking about 2 club level tickets. We're talking about 2-night stay here in Atlanta for the Super Bowl, and maybe I'll get to see you. Joe Boone Sports Report. On top of it, it's a $10 donation that goes to Character Playbook. Definitely a great cause. United Way NFL partnership for 45
Oh my God, one of your followers
years.
followed us. One of your guys followed us.
Yeah, I'm telling you, only one of you,
In
dude.
real time.
Who is it?
Justin J _27.
Okay.
Shout out.
So
Yeah.
Justin just went over to United Way site. Appreciate that on on Instagram. But seriously though, I'm telling you, do that. You know, you guys are doing super chats. Forget doing super chats. Okay, I can't give you Super Bowl tickets. United Way might. So go through United to win and do it. Like I said, if you don't win Super Bowl tickets, you will definitely be helping to change some other people's lives. I'm Mark Holmes, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. We are literally just beginning our Super Bowl coverage. We're going to try and bring you all the sights and sounds and try and make it so you feel like you are right here in Atlanta. And with that being said, I got work to do. But I will see you guys real soon.